Good day to you, Pisces. Welcome to your reading for the 11th of July to the 17th of July. So this is a reading for your Sun, your Moon, your Venus, and your Rising. And as per normal, I'm just doing a general reading and we'll see where this reading takes us to. So Pisces, your first card that has come up has been the Door to Value. Beautiful card. So some of you could be seeing this change in your finances. You're going through this prosperity phase where things are just really just flowing in. Financially, things are feeling very good for you and you could be feeling very prosperous. And you've got beneath the Door to Value, you've got the Queen of Pentacles, you've got the Eight of Swords, and you've got the Chariot. So some of you are in a position to be very generous to those around you, and you could be a little conflicted about this generosity that is expected of you. Some of you may feel that you are under obligation. Some of you could be looking at purchasing a new car. Some of you could be looking at traveling. Some of you most probably looking at, making some changes or some... Basically, you could have the situation where there's a bit of conflict when it comes to purchases of a big kind, purchases with regards to travel, purchases with regards to vacation, or purchases with regards to a vehicle. So we see that coming through for you. There could be this obligation or this request from those around you to do that, and you may be feeling a little bit put on about that. Some of you may not be that willing to want to do that. Some of you may feel that, you don't want to be under obligation, almost. I can use those words. We have walking away. We have the card walking away. We see some of you walking away from situations that are not so suiting you. You could be walking away from the situation where you have to be under obligation to do things. Some of you could also be dealing with a Cancer person in your space. You could be having a Cancer person in your space. We see that you've got the Ace of Pentacles, the Three of Swords, and the Sun card. So there's this happy family situation with many of you. Some of you could, like I said, there's this new beginning, this financial prosperity that's coming towards you. Some of you wanting to walk away from these demands. Maybe somebody's come to you with some kind of ideas, which is actually making you feel very put on. And you need to decide for yourself if this is what you want to be involved in. There could be a very happy outcome if you get involved in or invest in this potential financial situation. But we see a lot more of you wanting to walk away from this, wanting to walk away from the conflict that financials can bring towards a relationship. And we see that what you are desiring is this happy outcome, wanting to have this happy outcome. We have in the third row journey. And necessarily, some of you you see the bags are packed and there's a journey. Some of you could be making a physical journey. Some of you could be moving away and walking away because it's like you're taking a trip somewhere and you need to leave. Or some of you could just be taking a spiritual journey where you are ready to move on. You are ready to move on to something new for yourself. You've got this Magician energy, Ten of Pentacles energy, and the Page of Cups energy. So there's definitely some sort of familial situation with regards to finances where there's this lot of creativity for you. There's a lot of, you're feeling very empowered right now. You're feeling very capable and able with what you bring to the table. And there's this financial prosperity that's coming your way that could actually be of benefit towards studies and learning. And some of you are looking at that where your financial prosperity is coming through learning a course of study, maybe learning something new on a job, but definitely, or even investing in somebody, a younger person, and investing in their studies. But definitely you looking at learning, creativity, growing, and moving on. We see that there's a lot of this happening for you. So, Pisces, let us see. I'd already shuffled the cards. You have got the Six of Pentacles on the Queen of Pentacles. Oopsie, everything's just going a bit crazy here. You've got the High Priestess on the Eight of Swords. You've got the King of Swords. You've got the Moon, Pisces energy, your energy on the Ace of Pentacles. You've got the World, Seven of Cups, Five of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles twice in your reading, and Ace of Cups. So Pisces, let's see, what does this have to say to us about you right now? Some of you are the generous benefactors to others. Some of you are finding yourself giving a lot more to other people, to other, you are called upon to be this generous person. And even though you are finding yourself in the situation where you are feeling as though there's a little bit of conflict when it comes to things you may not be feeling that comfortable with giving so much, you've got to follow your intuition. You've got to follow your instincts. There's this demand that is requested of you. There's this desire for you to be this generous person. So you need to take some time and commune with your higher self on that, because you may not have all the truths about a situation, and you might be feeling trapped into making decisions that you're not really wanting to make. We see with this Knight of Swords energy that a lot of people are, there's this expectation for you to make this decision, and it's a very rushed decision for you. You're feeling very put on with having to make this decision. However, when it comes to new opportunities and new financial opportunities, you may not be having all the information available to you. So you need to just bear that in mind, Pisces, that you don't have all the information that you need. Some of you may be looking at immigration, traveling, going overseas, and all that kind of a thing. And it could be a little bit of a conflict for you with this traveling and moving on. It's as though there's this feeling of being overwhelmed and burdened by changes, but also there's this feeling of being able to move on and to do things that gives you more choices in life. You know, you need to be really mindful of that. We see that some of you could be feeling that, you know, in the past or in the future, in the near future, that a lot of the choices and decisions that's expected from you makes you feel very left out, and you feel very left out in the cold. You feel very abandoned, almost under obligation to do things. We see that this energy of doing things we see this energy of having to do things with and for other people could be a bit of a burden to you. So you need to just be very mindful of that. Some of you could be starting a new course of study, and you are something that you're very passionate about, so you need to be very mindful about that as well. See, we've got the moon energy coming up here again. You've got the Four of Wands, you've got the moon energy twice, you've got the High Priestess twice. So you've got the Star in reverse, the Five of Cups in reverse, the Seven of Wands, and you've got the Devil, Scorpio energy, definitely Scorpio energy here. So as we see what's going on in your Pisces, there's a little bit of conflict that is arising from, and it's almost as though you're quite aware that there's people wanting to be around you for what they can get from you. Not as much as wanting to be a part of you and be a part of your life, but there's this, you're feeling this burden of what can somebody get from me. It's like there's not enough truth. You know, there's a lot of illusion. There's not a lot of truth. You need to be very careful. You need to be also careful about things, and you need to realize as well that you have a very heightened intuition, Pisces. Some of you could be having your own set of cards. You could be reading your cards, and you need to listen to your cards and what your cards are saying to you. You need to have a little bit more faith in yourself when it comes to this. You need to trust your intuition a little more. Don't allow other people's ideas and other people's perceptions to make you feel trapped in a situation. You do have some talents in which you need to allow to grow. Some of you could be feeling that, you know, as you have to make decisions, that you're feeling quite defensive because you are feeling very put on, feeling very pressured by others. You need to be very mindful about what is going on. If you're getting tarot readings, some of you could be doing that, getting tarot readings for yourself in your situations. You see, some of you could also be having people that are getting readings on you as well, so you should be mindful of that. Be mindful of people prying into your life and into your situation. We see that, you know, when it comes to family situations, that there are things that could be hidden from you, so you should be mindful. There's a lot of things that you have to be mindful of. You know, you're having these second chances in life. You're having these second chances when it comes to new opportunities. And you need to be very, and I see some of you are very happy about having to take these chances. Some of you are, these new opportunities brings you a lot more faith in yourself. Though you need to redirect your thinking instead of giving into despair. there may be situations where some of you are feeling as though things are slipping away from you, as though it's going from one bad situation to another, where you may making a choice that is just really making life a bit difficult for you, where you're not seeing your growth and your potential for yourself. So just bear that in mind, that you may be having this situation happening. You may be feeling as though you can't defend yourself. You may be feeling quite in a situation where things are just making you feel very cautious. You're not so sure about what is going on, and you almost could feel stuck. Some of you could be feeling very stuck in your situations, feeling as though you can't make any decisions about what is going on around you, and that could be making you feel very, very concerned, very stressed out. So you need to be very mindful of all of that as well. You don't want to be in a situation where you are feeling so stuck. If you are feeling like this, you need to actually investigate, why are you feeling like this, because there's no need for you to be feeling like this. Sometimes you may be feeling that, like you're working so hard and you just have this constant stress, and no matter what you're doing, you constantly have the stress. Some of you Pisces could be dealing with the Capricorn person. This Capricorn person could be causing you a lot of the stress, so be mindful of that. It could be a situation where what started off as a very happy, passionate situation has now become very damaging. There could be, this a clash between what is necessary and what is unnecessary. It's almost as though there's an opposites intention in a love situation. Some of you may not be acting with honor. Some of you are allowing gossip and manipulation to happen. Some of you could be either the ones that are, you got to be mindful of yourself here with this energy, Pisces. Are you gossiping? Are you trying to manipulate the situation, especially when it comes to a love situation? You have to be very mindful of this. What role are you playing in the problem? Are you creating these problems, or is there genuine problems? Some of you could be creating problems in a love situation that wasn't there. If you don't want to be in that situation with this Capricorn person, Pisces, then you need to look at leaving that situation, because that's not working for you. So I'm going to draw some cards from the Sacred Traveler and see what advice do we have for you from the Sacred Traveler. Let's see here, Sacred Traveler. Great adventure, take a risk, venture forward. And we have discovering the truth. You stand in the light of truth. And, oopsie. Desert passage, trust there's a divine plan. You have to be very mindful, Pisces, of not becoming self-righteous. Life is a great adventure, and you have to move forward towards the truth always. And you need to be very honest with yourself as you're moving towards this truth, as you're moving towards a path that is supposed to be there for you. You firstly have to trust that there's a divine plan, that this is all going to work out for you. And you have to move forward. You have to be very honest and open with people, not according to the truth according to yourself and the way you want it to be, but the truth according to the way the truth truly is. Looking at it from everybody's point of view, not just yourself, and looking at the role that you are playing. Some of you could be going through a phase right now where there is a lot of loneliness, there is a lot of sadness for you, and you could be feeling as though, you can't see the end of it. It's almost as though you are in the desert right now. But you do need to take this passage. You do need to take this journey to get to the other side, to get to your oasis. This is just the way karmically it's working out for you, that in order for you to reap the rewards of your situations, you need to walk through the desert to get to the other side. So let us see what Starseed offers you, Pisces. What is the message from Starseed? Starseed. Okay, got this beautiful card, Earth Pulsing. This is really a time for you. As you can see, the figure here is lying down. You need to really connect with the universe, connect with people, connect with yourself, and be one with the universe. You cannot allow yourself to become, to rush things. You need to slow down. You need to trust that there is this divine plan for you. You can't just rush into things. You can't just do whatever it is that you want to do. You need to take some time. You need to reconnect. You need to surrender yourself. You need to find your rhythm right now. Sometimes, the world can become so artificial with their long working hours and the modern conveniences of life. You need to find yourself, because you could end up getting stuck in the monotony of situations. Sometimes some of you could be finding yourself in a situation where you're so disconnected, where you need to cut off ties because it's so painful to stay connected to certain people and to certain situations. You need to remember there's no need for you to hold on and to beg people and to force people to love us. Sometimes that longing for acceptance and acknowledgement could be what is causing you to have so much chaos within yourself. So let go of this desire to control. Let go of this desire for longing for others to recognize you. Remember to celebrate yourself and to enjoy your life as it is. But take a moment to calm down, to reconnect, and to find your pace. So take some time out and reconnect yourself. So Pisces, I hope you guys have enjoyed this reading. Please remember to subscribe to my channel and to share my videos with your friends. Take care and goodbye.